Today, we're going through Bastion attempts once again. This is like my magnum opus here because you'll have to see, but I successfully route all the Bastions. So, this is kind of just a really big development in the whole speedrunning journey here, and I'm very proud of this. I think the treasure was honestly very smooth. That was like the best this could have gone. I believe this is the successful attempt. So yeah, watch and see the magic. Whilst we're at it, I suppose we should talk about my my culinary class. So my teacher, will will call her Chef May, and Chef May is an interesting character, to say the least. So I have her this year. This is my 10th grade year, and I go to open house, just to see my teachers, get a layout, make sure I remember the layout of the school, yada yada. And the second I walk into her classroom for open house, I can tell it's gonna be a long year. You ever like meet one of those teachers that you just know like yells all the time, or is one of the worst people that you've ever met? You got that vibe from her as soon as you walked in the classroom. And the first thing she said to me is, make sure on the first day to have your 3 ring 1 inch binder. She pulls out a binder in order to show us what it looks like because we can't figure out what a 1 inch binder is, of course. And she pulls out a 1.5 inch binder. So she just has a way of doing things that is really like bad. I do not need this elective class killing my GPA. So you can get kind of the feeling I'm having here with this elective class treating her class like it's a military boot camp. So she gets written up like all the time, and then she's gone for like a week. This happened. This is happening all the time throughout the first half of this first semester, and she's gone all the time. So before we continue, just gotta ask for a subscribe, maybe even a like. Drop a comment on if you're proud of me for completing the bastions. They may not be the cleanest, but it's improvement. And when I'm number one speedrunner in the world, you're gonna have to see. You're gonna wish that you commented on this video. I also finally remembered where the hidden gold blocks in this room are. So that is a good development. This is one of the teachers I've gone back and forth with this year. And man, like I fight for my grades. I never understand the people who just like, oh, so I got 60 on my assignment. Well, why did that happen? Well, I turned it in late, but my house burned down, and I tried to explain it to the teacher, but she just said no. Excuse me? Like, kill your teacher. Not really, not really. This is not inciting violence. But what I'm saying is, don't let that stuff happen. You can't let that slide. This was such a good route, and I believe I still clutch it here, but that was a very close call. I think I'm doing a better job at like using the blocks that I have. So, as demonstrated there, I think next video we're probably gonna do either more Bastion routes, like get through the bloopers and stuff like that, or we're gonna start doing 1 cycles. So stick around for that. And then, yeah, overall, her class is awful. The first thing I did when I went to my counselor is I told her I want out of this class next semester. She said, "Okay, I got you. Talk to this guy, get and we'll have you out of there and into a different pathway." My school's stupid and does like pathways where it's like a group of electives you take, and like you get a special sticker at the end when you graduate if you completed the pathway. And they kind of don't let you not do the pathway unless unless you switch out of it for a different reason. And I switched out of it for a different reason. So next semester, fingers crossed, I will hopefully be out of Chef May's class. We can hope. Starting through my inventory again. Said this last episode, but again, really think that this is a good like learning tool. Like that's why I'm able to do bastions on the real one, because I know no longer throwing out all the soul sand and gravel, because it's good blocks for nether travel. And yeah, hit the piglin and we are out. I start doing bridge and I completely fail, but it's nothing really noteworthy. Y'all have seen me fail countless times already, and this is video number 4 and video number 3 of this genre, or something like that. But yeah, and eventually we'll get back to winning. It just takes time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. I'm gonna try and fix the cropping on this video for next time, and until next time, I bid you adieu.